Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope you're all having a fantastic morning and fantastic week. I wanted to get a quick one out here for you. Brand new game hitting the market by storm. But before we dive into that, I wanted to throw out there thank you to everyone. We hit the 200 subscriber mark this morning. So thank you all that subscribed. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. We are going to go ahead and do a giveaway here at 250 subscribers. It's got some good NFTs that I'm lining up for that giveaway. So go ahead and subscribe down below, like and comment what games you're playing, and if you're going to be testing out this new one, the GoldMand, um, if it's something that you're interested in. This one has, like I said, it has taken the group by storm. Um, Atomic Hub, this is the first time that I've seen in months where there is a game ahead of Farmer's World. This game has officially jumped out there ahead of Farmer's World. Let me quick jump over, see if that's still the case. It was about an hour ago. Going over to Atomic Hub Market. Yep, still this, like I said, the first time that we've seen that. So I wanted to do a dive into it to give you all at least a first look at the game, and then we can move from there. If you go over to goldman.io, it'll give you access to the game. At the top, you have the white papers, which has been updated recently. We'll go ahead and scroll down. The game is live, so you go ahead and play if you have the NFTs. Basically, what this game is, it's 2079. Basically, the Earth has been ravished and destroyed, and you are one of three races that will be trying to take over and salvage the planet. And there's going to be additional planets also. Um, you can dive into the white papers, which we'll do here shortly. There's three types of NFTs. There's the race or the characters. There is the lands, different parts of the planet, and then the tools that you'll use in order to mine and extract from the planet. All right, and this is the roadmap. We won't dive too far into that. They have the different phases, the alpha drop. You can dig into that a little bit further, but I wanted to spend my time here in the white papers and then in the actual game itself. As I mentioned, there are three different races. When you first log into the game, you have the option to decide what race that you want to be. You have the humans, the Alvars, and the Savars. Each race is unique because each one will mine different things. For example, the humans will do food. Um, We'll scroll down here. The Alvars will go ahead and do the energy, and then the Savars will do the minerals. So when you make sure that you're careful when you first select, because your race can only mine that certain items. I wasn't aware of that. I naturally just selected humans when I did that. So right now, if I switch over the games, you can see I'm a human, and I can only mine food. So keep that in mind because your tools that you use will coincide with your race. So you have to make sure that they line up. So just going through the white papers here, how you start off. As I mentioned, you'll be able to select, once you register your account, you'll select your race, and you'll be able to move over to the mining hub. I'm going to go through this relatively quickly. You'll have the, before we dive into too far into the details, um, this reminds me very much of a combination between um, a Farming Tales type of game, but obviously in space or obviously in futuristic, not farming wise, and Alien Wars. So it seems a very much of a combination between those two games, the way it functions. Um, you have the crafting ability, so you can take a number of tools that you have, combine them together to make higher rarity tools. So it will cost both the NFTs that you'll burn, and you'll also burn the coins, which we'll get into the coins here in a second. So there is the ability to go through the crafting, and I'll show that in the game. And then next, there's staking. Obviously, you're able to stake the different coins. The more you stake, you actually get a bonus when you're mining. So keep that in mind. In order to get the mining out or the staking out of there, it does take 2 to 5 days. So keep that also uh, in front of your mind. All right, there are 4 different resources. As I mentioned, if you're a human, you produce food, but it does cost you energy and crystals. Crystals is the minerals. Um, and then same with the other races, you produce one specific type of material or coin, and it consumes the other one. So keep that in mind. There is a balance there. This will help, assuming there's a balance with the races, um, which I think over time there will be just because of demand. If there's a balance there, it'll also balance out the coins. And then there's a fourth coin here, which is the GoldMand, which is the primary one that you're going to use to craft and to expand your slots and do things like that. So there are 4 coins out there on the market right now. In fact, I won't go through the price because the prices are ever changing. You can take a look on the Alcor market to see how the prices are doing, but this is the basic structure of the game. Um, just quickly digging through: foods for humans, energy is for Alvars, and minerals is for Savars, and then the general asset of the game. So let's look at the tools. These are the different tools. As I mentioned, there's certain rarities, commons through the artifacts. Um, and then there's tools specific to humans. Um, there was another slide here. Let me just see if it shows. Essentially, when you're looking at the different tools, you can see what race. The top left here is the race. Top right here is what it produces. This is what it's going to cost you based on what it consumes, the minerals and energy, an example for humans. And this is the multiplier. This is basically what you produce, what comes out of it. And then you, last but not least, you have the charge times right there on the cards. Amulets, these are bonuses. They basically give you multipliers when you're going through and mining. So based on what amulet you have identified or have purchased, because these are NFTs also, they'll give you the different ones depending on the rarities and the different charge times. Land also is also available. You'll see when we jump over to the game that land is specifically focused on the race. So keep that in mind. And again, there's rarities that go along with it. The lands right now, like normal, are rather expensive, but you get a percentage of what people mine off your land. And then last but not least, we already mentioned the characters. The tokenomics in general, you mine from the planets, the lands with the tools. You can also purchase the different coins. They combine, and you can basically use the GMD to craft and do the different in-game characteristics, staking on planets, crafting, the general tax, resource consumption. So that's the overall tokenomics and the burning mechanisms. You produce these, they burn into this, and then you can use them for these characteristics or these functions. All right. All right. Now that we've gone through that, like I said, they've already done pack sales. So let's actually jump into the game itself. Unfortunately, I don't have any NFTs yet, so I can't show you the actual mining. But what we can do is we can walk through the game itself. I'd like to, in the future, um, get some. I just have my wax focused elsewhere right now, so I couldn't buy into it. But hopefully here in the near future. As I mentioned, it gives me a vibe of Alien Wars combined with Farming Tales slash spacecraft. So it has those two vibes in the game. So once you're in there, like I said, when you first log in, it'll have you register, it'll have you pick your race, and then it comes to the land screen. Because I'm human, I am naturally on Earth, and then you have to go through here and select the different lands that you want, or I should say the land that you're going to mine from. So they have the different multipliers. Let me see if, I'm just going to go ahead and select this. Um, you can switch at any time, I believe, but they have the multipliers on there. And also as you can see, I'm go ahead and registering. Has the multipliers, has the charge times, how long it actually takes you to mine. Over here in the top right, you have the 4 different coins. I will be producing the food, consuming these two, and using them for the GMD. If I go down here to the mining hub, this is where you would actually put in your mining tools. You get one slot to start out with. You can unlock other ones by using the GFD token. I'm sorry, GMF token. And then by opening slots or amulets using that, you can purchase, as I mentioned, you'll be consuming these. So you'll have to go over to the Alcor market, purchase those, so you can continue to consume and build out your overall production of food. And again, it depends on the race. For me, it's human. That's why I'm focused on producing food, consuming the minerals and the energy and so forth. The laboratory, this is where you actually can craft. As you can see, I don't have anything right now that I can go through and use to craft, but this is where the crafting will happen. Uh, and then anything that you're ready to claim in the laboratory, uh, just clicking through here, it gives you the different options. For example, I want to build this tool, so I'm going to need these items and then these tokens in order to craft it. So it's pretty self-explanatory when it comes to crafting. This will all be burned in order to craft this, and then it takes about 18 hours to actually go through the crafting time. All right. And then last but not least, the My Business section is not available yet. That's future state. It's a relatively straightforward game. Um, Looking forward to it. As you can see, I have a multiplier right now. I just don't have any NFTs. I wish I could show you that. You can go out to the market, for example, tools, um, as I would normally do, pick the lowest. And for my race, I would purchase this one right here, probably be the first one I would purchase. As you can see, I don't have the wax available. I will do a future video of me actually mining and doing that, but I wanted to do a straight walkthrough since this is so high in the market right now. It's very popular and there's a lot of questions around it and how to play it. So I wanted to do a walkthrough of the game, of the white papers. It's promising, it's popular. This is not financial advice, but if you're looking for a new game, this is definitely something that you would want to check out. The prices are probably a little bit high right now because it's so popular and because it just dropped. So keep that in mind when you're purchasing. If you decide to move forward with this game, it's definitely something worth looking into, though. So I hope you help. I hope this helped. I hope you like this kind of walkthroughs. I'm going to continue to do that of new games that come out, so you get more familiar and more options out there if you're looking for new games. All right. I hope you enjoy. If you do, like, comment below. What if you did sign up for this game? Go ahead and let us know what race, and let us know that you're moving forward with the game. Also, what other games that you're interested in. Thank you very much for your time, and have a great rest of your day. Thank you all.